Hello everyone, I got a few more books back from CGC. Yeah, this one I want to knock out first because this was that mechanical error that I resubmitted. It was the Mark Jewelers that was not designated Mark Jewelers. I did a video on it a while back. So I want to make sure that's cleared up. And then I got a few more books. I don't believe any are mine, but there might be a couple. Let's just open it up and find out together. Okay, now we're ready to go. So, here it is. Yeah. Put this away. Advertisement. To me, if you're a grading company, you shouldn't be in cahoots with anybody selling books. I mean, that's just... Somebody tell me in the comments, what do you think about that? Seems to be a conflict of interest to me. Yeah, so, okay. Here's the book. And if you've been following my channel, you know that there's been quite a few mistakes and damaged slabs, things like that happening with CGC. So let me first look the slab over for integrity. Before I forget to do that, I want to just make sure we're looking good here. Now this is just a cursory glance. Obviously I'll look in more detail off camera. That inner well does not look perfect. It looks like it's jammed in there a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's just a little bit of curling on the bottoms there. You can see if it'll show up. I don't think it's affecting the book this time though, so that's good. Looks like it's laying really flat in there. There's no bend gate issues. Okay, so the slab looks good. That's good news. And let's just look together here. Secret Wars number 8. Newsstand, Mark Jewelers insert. Okay. We are correct now. But just look at that book, man. Just doesn't get any better than that, right? Imagine the journey that this book had to take and remain a 9.8 all these years. You know, I'm not going to go into Mark Jewelers. It was typically a book that would have been, you know, kept at or sold at a military facility of some sort for military personnel. So you can imagine the type of journey. You know, newsstands weren't necessarily, it's hard to find them in ultra high grades. Well, just imagine military personnel stuffing them in a backpack, that type of thing. So it's one of the coolest things in comic books, I think. One of my favorite things. I actually have my own copy of Superheroes number 8. And mine is a 9.6. Maybe I'll ask the owner if we could do a little trade. Give him some cash and keep this. And I think this is going to be a PC book for him. Okay, so that one's out of the way. Happy news there. We had an ending that was eventually favorable. So that's good. Not happy that I had to send that one back because that is a big mistake. Big mistake. We're talking a $4,000 mistake. If somebody was not versed in what a Mark Jewelers was, they might just accept the newsstand. Yeah, you guys that have watched the video know how egregious of a mistake that was. Okay, let's get these open real quick. All right. Like quite a few books. Let me put this on the floor so I do not drop anything here. And I'm just going to flip this up and just pull it random here. I thought about saving this one for last, but let's just start this off with a bang. A gentleman that sends me quite a few books to work on for him sent me this one. And this is the Spider-Man 1, but this came from a toy. Actually, I have the toy over here. He let me keep that. Thank you very much for that. It's prominently displayed in my comic room right now. But it's a McFarlane Toys, obviously. And it came with the comic. And I slipped the comic out of the back without damaging the box, or at least tried not to. And I like to keep everything as original as possible. Just left a reminder, no comic inside, so if I ever decide to sell this, I will just say and just make sure people know that. But yeah, pretty cool, huh? Just love that toy. Okay, and the thing about this one is it might be my new favorite variant of this, just for aesthetics. I don't know if it's going to do it justice, but this is like a foil. you just have to see this thing in person. And you can't really press this. So it can be repaired with the tack iron, but not really pressed per se. Although I think pressing it doesn't necessarily damage the book. I just think it's not going to have too much benefit on that foil. The back, however, can get some benefit. This one had a big giant bend on the bottom all the way through the book. So I had to work every page on this to get it right. But yeah, looks very, very nice. Yeah, but you just have to see this one in person. I definitely recommend picking that one up. I don't think they're that expensive. And but you just have to see this in person just to, I mean, look at that. Just to get the full effect of how beautiful this variant is. Okay. Everything looks good. Otherwise, I think you'll be happy. All right. Let's find another one in here. Okay. Now, I've already looked at the grades on these, so I'm not surprised by any. But we have a Wolverine Limited Series #1. This might be a different owner. I might actually have 2 or 3 different owners in this book. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But getting a Wolverine Limited Series #1 is always cool. It did get the off-white pages designation, which is a little bit of a bummer. But remembering this book, I think it definitely deserves off-white to white or off-white pages. This book's notorious. I don't think it had white pages on the stands, right? So it just typically gets that. Graders usually are a little bit more lenient on this book just because of the way the paper is, I think. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Am I wrong? I think I remember seeing these books in the early days. I didn't buy it when it was on the stands, but it had been around a couple years. And I remember them not being white pages. I mean, it's that newsprint paper from the 80s, right? So it's notorious for not being perfectly white. Okay, let's follow it up with another Wolverine. We got Wolverine #8, newsstand version. This is his first official series. That was the limited series before. Yeah, newsstand version, black cover, very difficult to get in 9.8. Beautiful. And this one did get the white pages. Yeah, kind of hard to get in 9.8 in the newsstand. It's not rare or anything. There's plenty of them out there in high grade. It's just high demand, so there's a little bit of value there. All right, we got a X-Men 121, First Alpha Flight. White pages, yeah, so pretty cool. We got the 9.6 white pages. I think this one might have been borderline 9.496, so we're happy to get the 9.6 on this one. Always hopeful that you could get the 9.8, but it's not going to happen every time, even though I think it probably had that outside chance. All right, a little disappointment on this one. I thought this was an obvious 9.8. Hulk 342, 9.6 white pages is what we got. A newsstand version. And let me grab the other one because there were 2 copies of 2 Hulk, 342 and 346 here. And, funny enough, this one I had as the obvious 9.8. This one I had as borderline. Like, I thought this would get 9.6 like 70% of the time. I thought this one would get 9.8 70% of the time. So the guy flipped it. So that's actually pretty good news. If it's going to happen, let it happen this way, because I can resubmit this one. We're going to get the 9.8. I don't know what's going on here. This thing is pretty much flawless. You just look up and down that spine. There's really nothing going on there. Perfect corners. There is one, well, I don't see anything on the back now. I thought there was maybe something going on the spine, but I don't see anything going on. This book is virtually flawless with only negligible defects on it. So yeah, we'll get a 9.8 on this one next time. Just don't know what happened. Did he reverse his notes, or I don't have any idea. It's really weird. All right, this one was a little bit. Now keep in mind, same grader. Okay, so I thought there was no chance of 9.8 on this one, if I remember correctly. Let me look, actually. You know what? I had 2 Green Lanterns. I'm trying to remember whether the older one was the one I'm thinking of. Pretty sure I thought there was no chance of 9/8 on this one. We've got 1, 2, and I don't have my glasses on, so if I can see it, 3 color breaks. I mean, we're talking tiny, tiny color breaks, but they're there. And I just thought there were too many defects on this book to get the 9/8, if I remember correctly. Now, 9/6 is still a great grade, so I thought we would get that one, you know. But same grader, loose, tight, loose on 3 different books. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I mean, they are the experts, right? So we'll just have to roll with that. But that's Green Lantern. I don't think I mentioned it. Green Lantern number 92. Now this, okay, let me do this one first. So this is back to the gentleman that loves the McFarlane. If you're seeing McFarlane, it's probably him or me most of the time. This is one of those novellas, I guess is what they call them. This is, I believe, Brazilian version. And yeah, it's Incrível, I don't know how to pronounce that, Hulk, number 118. And yeah, I love these little, almost like, I guess you would call them almost like ash can books. I'm not sure exactly what to call these. But yeah, I think I expected to get around 7.0, 7.5, 8.0 on this. I think there was like a haze all over this book. Like damage to the gloss all over it. So that's why I've expected. Otherwise, I mean, you know, structurally, this book is a 9.6, probably 9.8, but it has that hazy, I couldn't do anything about it. I'm not in danger of taking color off the book. So I just did my best to clean it up. I did quite a bit of cleaning on it. There's a lot of soiling on the book. So I carefully dry cleaned it and then just kind of did the, you know, normal press and all that stuff. And if you're wondering, pressing this book is just exactly the same as pressing a full-size comic. You use the same stacking materials, same humidification, all that stuff. It's all the same thing. It's just made a little bit thicker, you know, so you have to open the press up a little bit more. But yeah, not really hard at all once you know how to do it to press these books. Okay, these are the two that I wanted to save for last because these are highly unexpected. I thought I had both of these in the 9092 range. So let me go in order. We got Amazing Spider-Man number 299 Italian edition. I'm pretty sure this is a little bit rare. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's hard to find these, in ultra high grade especially. But one of these had some pretty bad bending right up in this area. Yeah, it's right here, like big bending right here. Not creasing because there's no color break, but bending. But it's a thicker cardstock and there's just no way to fix it. Now, that might have turned out to be a common defect. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, yeah, 9.6, 9.8 sounds about right. So, but I about fell out of my chair, and I'm sure the owner did too when I found out the grade on this one. And same deal on this one, although this one was a little bit nicer, I believe. I thought maybe 9.2, outside chance 9.4. And I don't remember why now, but that's what I put down. And so was shocked on both of these to both get 9.8 white pages, which was pretty crazy in my opinion. So this grader was mostly loose, I believe. A little bit tight on one, but probably the most obvious 9.8 on this, he gave 9.6. And the rest pretty much 9.8. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you get Loose Larry, Weird Willie, I don't know what to call this guy. So, but we will definitely take that. Owner is happy, I'm happy as well. Always thrilled when you come out at or exceed expectations on books, and that's kind of what it's all about. I just noticed something. The reason I'm coming from this angle so you can see it really good. The slab here says Amazing Spider-Man 299. But this is not 299. I know they have similar covers, and maybe that's why they got it wrong. This is actually in 298 cover. So it says right here, contains Web of Spider-Man 3536 and Amazing Spider-Man 298. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man 298 cover. And they've got it up here as Amazing Spider-Man 299. So that is going to have to be sent back as a mechanical error, unfortunately. So I didn't notice that during the video, and I apologize. But yeah, we'll just have to send another book back, which I don't want to do. So thanks for watching. See you later.